say, we'll and come again. Is your name written there? Prosperity book of life. Make your mark, Jamaica roll call. Roll call, roll call, roll call, roll call. Prosperity we say, roll call. Is your name written there? Prosperity book of mark.
Welcome MP Terrelonge to the platform.
Roll call, up and running, roll call. Prosperity is here, you better get on board. Roll call, Labour Party, roll call. Roll call, roll call, roll call.
Labourites, we have quite a lineup this evening for you. We have the two hard-working councillors of this constituency who are present. Councillor Joy Bella Brown is here. Caretaker Marlon Gordon is here. Councillor Damara Lawson is here. The MP1 Terrelonge is here. Representatives from the strongest Era Council 2 are here. We have, and I'm going to single them out because we have visitors here in Era Council 2. Senator the Honorable Tom Tavares Finson, President of the Senate, he is here. Our Deputy Gen Sec, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, he is here.
Roll call. Prosperity we say, roll call.
We are seeing our lovely Minister of Finance, the Honorable Favour Williams, who is here.
Roll call, make your mark. Roll call.
We are seeing the Firebrand MP from West Rural St. Andrew, the Honorable Julia Cutler.
Prosperity is yours, for Jamaica you should vote.
We are seeing the firecracker from Central Manchester, Rhoda Microphone, who is here.
Up and running, roll call. Prosperity is here.
And of course, the man who will continue to keep the PMP out, Robert Big Rock Miller. Shout. Is here. Rowan Walsh.
An election day, put your eggs.
The Honorable Desmond McKenzie, MP from West Kingston. He is here.
Make your mark. Roll call. Make your
We have our caretakers who are here. Labourites, we have quite a lineup, and we are keeping eyes on the son of the President of the Senate, Christian Tavares Finson, who has been all over working.
Roll call again.
What is about to unfold in this space this evening will not be anything normal. The Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine is always here. MP Alando Terrelonge.
Roll call.
Shout.
Prosperity we say, roll call. Is your name written there? Prosperity will come on. Roll call. Jamaica, make your mark. Roll call. Make your mark. Roll call. Make your mark. Prosperity we say, make your mark.
And labor rights. Guess who will be here later? Our party leader, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, going for a third term.
Ring the bell then.
Winner, we are winner, we are winner. JLP winner, we are winner, we are winner. Labor right, winner, we are winner, we are winner. When the hand them there, Labor Party a big up Jamaica. We ever want to Jamaica.
And labor rights. On a thing say me I left out myself. I am here as a proud member of Parliament from St. Catherine, Northeastern. Shower labor rights.
Labor Party a big up Jamaica. We ever want to Jamaica. We not run like Jamaica.
Labor right, hold on. I'm asking for silence. Hold on. Sanjay, when I give you the indication, you will play the song Them Now in My League when me give you that indication. Labor rights, there is an important bit of news that I want to share with you. Pay attention, labor rights, because I want you to understand. Sometimes it's not always about what you say about yourself. It's what others say about you. Now we know that the Miami Herald is a leading newspaper in the United States, one of our major trading partners. You hear what the Miami Herald had to say about Dr. the Honorable Andrew Michael Holness. Labor rights, gonna read it this morning. For all labor rights, shh. If you were on your way to the meeting and you never get to read it, me want to listen to what the world is saying about Dr. the Honorable Andrew Michael Holness and how the Jamaica Labour Party is leading this country. The headline, how Jamaica and its Prime Minister are becoming the mini superpower in the Caribbean. I know me alone said that, labor right.
Labor right.
The article has cited new commercial buildings, new high-end condominiums are rising from the dirt. The minimum wage is going up. Unemployment is the lowest it has been for years. And tourism, the engine of the economy, Munchi, is once more booming. Listen to the part here, because me have a feeling say PMP them a talk about here so. After years of being hobbled by crippling debt, double-digit deficits and negative growth, Jamaica, the largest island in the English-speaking Caribbean, is showing its ability to weather crisis. And its hard-won economic stability is getting noticed along with the leadership of the Prime Minister. You want to know what leaders across the world are saying about Prime Minister Holness? Mr. Holness has been a champion in relation to climate action, a champion in relation to an effective reformed multilateral financial architecture in the world. And this was what Damian Blake, a Jamaican-born associate professor, had to say. I find him, Prime Minister Holness, to be very transformational, steady, forward-thinking kind of Prime Minister who, in my view, has made Jamaica better internally. Now, labor rights, we could ever go back to PNP? Never, never, never. We are never going back to those days, let me tell you. And we can say it here. Labor rights, PNP is bad news. Bad news. bad for the economy, and bad for leadership. And it is with confidence that we here who are gathered at Cedar Grove Academy in full support of MP Terrelonge, we stand in solidarity with our party leader as we choose Jamaica. Show our labor rights. MP Terrelonge is supported by a strong team. Marlon Gordon, Damara Lawson, Joy Bella Brown. And at this time, I invite to bring greetings, Councillor Damara Lawson.
You don't see me exclusive. And in the game I play me off it with calm and not take loses. Swear that I the truth. I regular me off it till I'm on.
Labor rights, so. Labor rights. Before I begin, let me first acknowledge all the members of the platform, all our MPs, all our councillors, our councillor caretaker, one Portmore, big up on yourself. Labor rights, make some noise for one Alando Terrelonge, one MP. Listen, I have known MP Alando Terrelonge for some time now. And let me tell you, I was teaching at Gregory Park Primary School. I never see an MP come through one school so often yet. I wonder say if him go to every other school. And when I check him Facebook page, I see that he's everywhere and I wonder how him do it. MP Terrelonge is my role model. He's the one who put me in this position to prosper. And so I can't give up my MP, none at all. This is the winning MP. One Alando Terrelonge and Newland, Southborough, Westchester, Portmore Lane. We are standing strong with Alando Terrelonge. This election, labor rights. When you're coming out to vote, walk with your neighbor, no left them, hold them hand and drag them, because Alando Terrelonge is the best member of parliament for East Central St. Catherine. You can't go wrong with who? You can't go wrong with who? Terrelonge. Can't go wrong with Terrelonge. Our MP, labor rights, our MP is willing to stand with us. Our MP is going to make that difference in Portmore. He is committed to the task, and I'm sure every single labor right in here today can say yes, they have benefited something from this MP. My MP is not a lazy MP, and all when me tired and say me can't move, Terrelonge hold my hand and say come, and we walk everywhere in a Newland, Southborough, Portmore Lane. And so today, labor rights, I am pleased to see the turnout for Terrelonge. It means that we are going strong and we are going out for a third term. Victory with Alando Terrelonge, victory with Andrew Holness, and victory for the
Struggling with research papers or facing writer's block? Meet Jenny AI, your new writing partner. Supercharge your writing with Jenny AI's autocomplete, helping you write 10 times faster with auto in-text citations. Loved by over 2 million academics worldwide, Jenny AI is trusted by top universities and businesses for research and writing. From essays to research papers, Jenny AI offers powerful features like paraphrasing, source-based generation, and an AI chat assistant. Customize your writing style, manage your research library, and never write alone again. Jenny AI is here to expand your notes into full paragraphs. Join the community of empowered writers. Start writing with Jenny AI today. It's free and a game changer for your academic and creative writing.
Our Caribbean economies are largely reliant on imports. Just go to the supermarket or visit the mall or the hardware shop or the electronics store and you will see that most of the things there are not produced in this region. Many of those commodities are either purchased directly from the United States of America or pass through the United States of America on their way to the Caribbean region. That, my friends, is a legacy of our colonial dependence. Together with colleague heads of state and heads of government, we have been working to diversify ourselves away from this dependence.
Hey, Breakdown family. So we've been talking about Trump's new tariffs and how they're shaking up the global economy. But today we're zooming in on a region that rarely makes the headlines, but is feeling the impact just as much, if not more, than anyone else. The Caribbean. Small island nations, import-heavy economies, and now caught in the crossfire of a global trade war they didn't start, but are absolutely going to feel. Last week, Mia Mottley, Prime Minister of Barbados and Chair of CARICOM, stepped up to the mic and said what needed to be said, delivering a powerful speech that says, "This isn't a drill. This is a wake-up call. The world is in crisis and the Caribbean is in it, not beside it." But she didn't stop at warnings. She challenged the region and the world to rethink old relationships, to rediscover economic self-reliance, and to finally explore what's long been overdue: real trade between Africa and the Caribbean. Because this moment, it's more than pressure. It might just be the push we need to build something stronger together. So today on The Breakdown, we're unpacking the impact of Trump's tariffs on the Caribbean, how Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, is responding on behalf of the region, and what this moment could mean for the future of global Black trade. That's right. But before we dive in, I want to invite you to be a part of something bigger. Because here at Planet Genius TV, we're building a space for global Black stories that are told with truth, with care, and with power. And if this matters to you, and I hope it does, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and consider joining our membership or dropping a super thanks to support this work. All right, so before we listen to what Prime Minister Mia Mottley said in her speech, I want us to zoom out for
East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there. Labor rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Fabian Williams, Darrell Vaz, Robert Nestor Morgan, Juliet Couplet-Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge, and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there. Labor rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Faven Williams, Darrell Voss, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge, and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Faven Williams, Darrell Voss, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge, and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Faven Williams, Darrell Voss, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge, and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Faven Williams, Darrell Voss, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge, and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Faven Williams, Darrell Voss, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge, and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Fabian Williams, Darrell Vaz, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Fabian Williams, Darrell Vaz, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Fabian Williams, Darrell Vaz, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Fabian Williams, Darrell Vaz, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour rights, Jamaica Labour Party heavyweights will converge at the Cedar Grove Academy this Sunday. Everett Warmington leads Area Council at 2 p.m. and East Central St. Catherine Constituency Conference begins at 4 p.m. with East Central MP Alando Terrelonge. Come out in your numbers to hear champions Bobby Montague, Desmond McKenzie, Fabian Williams, Darrell Vaz, Robert Nestor Morden, Juliet Couplet Flynn, Rhoda Crawford, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Robert Miller and others with me, your host MP Carencia. Prime Minister and Party Leader Dr. Andrew Holness will deliver the main address. Strong with Terrelonge and we choose Jamaica. East Central St. Catherine stands on business. Constituency Conference this Sunday, 4 p.m. Cedar Grove Academy. See you there! Labour.
That MP Alando Terrelonge was my teacher at law school. Very good lawyer that has transcended to become an excellent member of parliament. Show a Labour right.
Shout,
MP
shout,
Terrelonge.
shout, shout, shout.
And as fate would have it, he's at St. Catherine East Central, St. Andrew East Central. So I think fate is telling me that I need to take the seat from Peter Phillips and his successor. I know that the gentleman that I'm going up against has a lot of money, but I'm telling you, East Central, you have a lawyer with some sense. Are we coming to do the work? We have a team, we have a dream. No hassle with Vassal, what's that? No hassle with Vassal. MP Terrelonge, I wish you all the best, all the very best that God has to offer. And I know that East Central, St. Catherine, is in very good hands. Show a Labour right. Thank you.
Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for? Vote for.
Laborites, one of the most active youth movements in the Jamaica Labour Party is Young Jamaica. Where is the team from Young Jamaica? Good to see you.
Me have to wear the good thing then.
And of course, a great movement is led by a great leader. At this time, we welcome to bring greetings, Rohan Roro.
Man feel like a champ right now. Yeah. Smiling to the bank right now, yeah. Man shining on the plans right now. Start up to be my hand drive out there. Yeah, so me have to give down to the worst part.
All protocols observed. I have a piece of paper with me this evening. Member of Parliament, Mr. Terrelonge. Labourites, let me tell you something. Mr. Terrelonge has been a supporter of Young Jamaica from day one. Shower Labourites. And when I look on the platform and in the audience, I see former Vice President of Young Jamaica, our chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, Robert Bobby Montague. I see in the audience a former Vice President, Deputy Leader of Area Council 1, Desmond Mackenzie MP from West Kingston. I see the Deputy General Secretary whose roots is planted in Young Jamaica from Area Council to Dr. Andrew Wheatley. Shower Labour right. And I see on the platform our ministers, members of parliament, colleagues. The greatest joy to be here today is to celebrate with you, the hard workers and delegates of this constituency, along with your member of parliament, Shower Labour Rights. I want to talk to you this evening briefly on the work of the Labour Party. But I want to talk to you from the standpoint of education, being that I am a distinguished educator myself. I want to say to you, Labourites, that this government led by Andrew Michael Holness has invested the most in education since independent Jamaica, and that is something we need to celebrate. Labourites, it's not just fixing education across the length and breadth of this country that we're on, but we are also on a mission within our political party to improve the lives of our members and delegates and workers of this party. And that is why Mr. Holness and the JLP have given so much JLP scholarships to young, bright, educated boys and girls. That is what our party is about. And that's why Labourites, it's not shocking that so many bright young people have said to their families that they're coming in the Labour Party to serve this party, to run as councillors and members of parliament, and to hold position within Bustamante great political movement. And so Labourites, when we talk about education, Member of Parliament, listen to me. I was at the Boys and Girls Championship, and a principal from your constituency, one of your good schools here, said to me that my MP deliver for sports in my school. He says my MP is at sports day, every single one of them. He says he can call on you for football, for gears, everything. That is what the Labour Party is about. Even our Member of Parliament understanding that we're an all-round institution. For education to reach every single one, we have to integrate it even in our sports, and that is what the Labour Party is about. And finally, Labour rights, I want to speak to you about one thing: how the youths them eat in school. This government realized that something is wrong, something is off, and that is why we have approved the nutrition policies in schools. It therefore means, Labour right, that what will happen is that this government in this fiscal year will spend not 1 million, not 2 million, not 1 billion, not 2 billion, but 8.9 billion Jamaican dollars to ensure that our young people eat properly in school. So when we talk about education, we understand that our youths need to eat properly. And so Labour rights, not only will we spend the 8.9 billion, but we will feed over 200,000 Jamaican students right across Jamaica. And we will not only do that in one school, 2 schools, 3 schools, 10, 20, 30, 40 schools, but we will do it in 56 secondary schools right across Jamaica. That is a Labour Party that cares about education. So Labour rights, you have an MP that will win his 3rd term. Nobody can stop that. All of them are up and down. Labour rights stand and say 1 Terrelonge, 1 JLP, 3rd term loading. Show Labour rights.
Vote for Labour. Grab your Labour, vote for Labour. Tell your neighbour we vote.
Labour rights, that was solid, and that was a very solid one coming from you, Rohan Walsh, and continue to lead young Jamaica as young Jamaica is on the field, in the hills, in the valleys, in the gullies, sharing the message of prosperity. We choose Jamaica. Show Labour rights. And we know that Southeast St. Catherine, the Member of Parliament, we know Robert Big Rob Miller, he is going to wall off his constituency for the Jamaica Labour Party. Big Rob, come and talk to the people, Mr. Transformational.
If you get the youths, man a godfather, man a general. Them for no, man a general. God of peace, angel of death. If you get the youth, don't fret.
Labour rights! I can't hear you, Labour rights! Desmond Mackenzie, Deputy Leader of the Great Party, Robert Bobby Montague, Chairman of the Greatest Party, my colleague, Members of Parliament, Ministers, Senators, and of course, my brothers and sisters, the great supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party. Showerly greetings.
Shout, 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 shout.
I bring you greetings from my the neighboring constituency of Southeast St. Catherine. And we are all here. Now, before 2016, the community of Portmore was governed by the Red Ants people them. It was very stagnant, no development, until my colleague Alando Terrelonge took reign of East Central St. Catherine. And might I say that my brother, my neighbor, is doing a great job in East Central St. Catherine. Me never see so much road fix yet in a Portmore. Me never see representation like that in Portmore. Me never see so much school wall bill in Portmore. And all I can say, do it, my friend Terrelonge. One Terrelonge.
Set the trend, set the trend. We set the trend.
He needed some company. And in 2020, we would have campaigned on making Portmore the 15th parish of Jamaica. We campaigned, and because of that, we wrestle a constituency that has been governed by the Red Hands people for over 43 years. And I, yours truly, became the Member of Parliament for Southeast St. Catherine. The people never made a mistake. And I'm saying, since I'm elected, may I watch my neighbor, and may I look on the work where one Terrelonge do. And I say, listen, may I have to outdo my neighbor, and may I have to ensure me do some work too. So him fix up Gregory Park Primary and put perimeter fence around there, right? And I beg Minister Williams, when she was education minister, and I put up one fence around a Bridgeport Primary too, and they're not done yet. And when we see the work what Terrelonge are doing in education, me beg again, and me move Bridgeport High School off of the shift system. And me never stop there, so. Terrelonge, me I follow you, me never stop there, so. Me beg and me do the roof of Waterford Primary, me do the roof of Portsmouth Primary, and we are dealing with the electrical outfit of all the high schools. And we put computers in all the high schools, and not only that, we give them piano and drums too for them visual arts department, and we are working together. Now Portmore is a lovely community. Portmore is the largest community in the English-speaking Caribbean, and Portmore deserves its parish. All them a talk, all them a run up their mouth. Them can't stop development in Portmore.
Jamaica, them can't hold me again. Can't hold me again. But mine can't hold me again.
Them try to block it. Them try to do this, them try to do that. Them go for an injunction, and the court throw out the injunction, and them say them win part one. Them no win nothing. That's why you're in opposition, and that's why we are in government.
Labour Party a big up Jamaica. We are one to Jamaica. We not run let
So all them attack. GLP a stepper, and we are step with prosperity, and we are developing Portmore. As I come down, Mr. One little brother run up and down. Him go to St. Mary. Him gone to Portland. Him a talk about we have bad facility in the health sector. This government has spent the most on health in Jamaica than any other government. We have spent, just the other day, $660 million to upgrade the Greater Portmore Health Center. And your Member of Parliament, Terrelonge, is lobbying for the upgrade of the Christian Penn Health Center, and I am lobbying for the Waterford Health Center. Me hear my talk and talk about when he's Minister of Health, he's going to build a hospital in Portmore. I have news for him. You have to pass one test first. You have to beat Big Rob, and you will never get that opportunity Because when Big Rob done with you, you will know what type of God you are served.
All them attack, them
I say
like
to you,
me.
hold on to your victory. I see a moderator. Hold on to the Jamaica Labour Party. I have seen the work that Terrelonge has done. I know the work that I have done. And rest assured, we are going for South St. Catherine with Daphne, because all that man do is run up him mouth. Him all put one billboard in my seat, and me tell him to take it down, because I'm a theme territory and his time is short. And when the bell ring, remember the performance of one Terrelonge. Remember the performance of one Big Rob. Remember the performance of one Dabney. Remember the performance of the Jamaica Labour Party. Remember the performance of Andrew Michael Holness. Remember the performance of the Jamaica Labour Party. Third term blowing, third term for Terrelonge, 2 term for Robert, and first term for Dabney. And together we will have a prosperous Jamaica under the Jamaica Labour Party.
Labour Party a big up Jamaica. We ever want to Jamaica. We not roll in Jamaica. Cause we love the Jamaica. And to a big up Jamaica.
And for all those Labourites who are joining us, you're joining us online. Good evening to you from Cedar Grove Academy. Will the Labourites here send up the shout so that the Labourites who are overseas watching you can hear what is happening? Show our Labourites. Now, there is a member of parliament who retired a member of parliament. Now that person is all over Jamaica trying to gain a seat. Because when she run up on him election night and run him out, everybody who was glued to their TV, them stop watch for them person, and all eyes were on Central Manchester. I must tell you, Labourites in East Central, my bet in this election is on the member of parliament who sits in Central Manchester, who will hold on to Central Manchester, Rhoda Moy Crawford.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake.
Show a Labourites! Shout. Show a Labourites! Labourites, I am happy to be with you tonight in East Central St. Catherine with your champion MP Alando Nathaniel Terrelonge.
Yes, a prosperity start.
Labourites, I greet my colleagues on the platform. My Labourites in Manchester Central have asked me to remind you that in 2020 we defeated Mas Goliath, and in 2025 we are faced with Mas Goliath brother and his next patient worse treatment. Labourites, my message tonight is very clear and simple. Your member of parliament, our minister of state, has earned
earned his third term, he must return to Gordon House as your member of parliament whenever the election is called. Labor rights, nobody has to tell me about your member of parliament. I have known him for 15 years, and your member of parliament has always been caring, compassionate, energetic, brilliant, and hardworking. He never come from riches. He came from poverty. Himself in the market with his mother. So he understands the poverty and the concerns of the poor people. And labor rights. When Terrelonge became MP and minister, the successes and achievement never fly to him head. All it did was to reignite that fire in him to work even harder to deliver prosperity to the people of his constituency. I know I am no stranger to this constituency. It is the first time in the history of this constituency that we have ever had a member of parliament who is so committed, who is so hardworking. And since 2016, Terrelonge has spent millions on top of millions to deliver tuition grants, book grants, educational grants, tablets, laptops. He has provided thousands of employment opportunities, entrepreneurial grants, and I could go on and on. But labor rights, we have a lot of speakers here tonight, but I want the uncommitted, the undecided labor rights in this constituency and Jamaica to recognize that the upcoming election is a serious election. Jamaica's future is at stake. We cannot afford to hand back Jamaica to the bulldozers, because every time them get we country, them mash it up. So the only name we can call them are bulldozers. We are the builders. A win for Alando Terrelonge is a win for East Central St. Catherine. A win for the Jamaica Labour Party is a win for Jamaica. The choice is yours. Choose Terrelonge. Choose Jamaica. Show a labor right. Third term, we said, we love you.
For the best, vote for Jamaica Labour Party. Straight from your heart. Vote for the best. Let's go to our future of prosperity.
What a strong message. They are the bulldozers. We are the builders. They are the wreckers. We are the builders. They are the wrecking ball. We are the builders. Let us stand in solidarity as we choose Jamaica. And that is what happens when you vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. You choose the prosperity of Jamaica. Labor rights, at this time, I want to invite to bring greetings someone who I fondly call one president, one prezi. He is a veteran. He is my champion. He is a strong soldier in the Jamaica Labour Party. Labor rights, let us all welcome to bring greetings Senator the Honorable Tom Tavares Fenson, President of the Senate. One president.
Just beat and teach, beat and teach, beat and teach, beat and teach. Step over them, make everybody see. Just beat and teach. We not put war in them place to take them out.
PNP, are you me come out?
We are beat them bad. Step out and clean. We are beat them bad.
authority here with them online, cause you me come about PNP.
Don't you trouble Zion, send me no trouble them. Don't you trouble Zion, leave them alone. Zion has the key, can open any door. Don't you trouble Zion.
PNP, are you me come about, you know? Every time the Jamaica Labour Party look about the progress of this country, want to take bad mind and koro and mash it up. When Marcus Garvey came to Jamaica in 1923 and began to work with the UNIA and ran as a councillor for the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation, Marcus Garvey, Norman Manley sent him to prison and run him out of Jamaica. When Edward Seaga named Marcus Garvey the first national hero of Jamaica and brought his body to Jamaica, PNP go up a National Heroes Park and mash it up. Every time the Jamaica Labour Party begin to check progress in this country, the People's National Party use bad mind and koro and smash it up. Wickedness. When Bustamante was arrested by the British and put in up our camp, the People's National Party conspired with the English to keep Bustamante, the founder of the Jamaica Labour Party, in up our camp. When Jamaica moved towards independence in 1962, the People's National Party said, no, we don't want independence. Join federation with Barbados, Trinidad and St. Vincent. Bustamante said, no, freedom and independence for the people of Jamaica. Every time the people turn to the Jamaica Labour Party for progress, the People's National Party take bad mind and koro and try and stop it. In 1976, the People's National Party declared a state of emergency and locked up hundreds of labor rights and raped the democracy of this country. And they have a nerve to come and talk to you about democracy. In 1990, when the country was going on quite fine, Mr. Patterson come with Finsack and mash up Jamaica again. Every time the Jamaica Labour Party begin to make the country progress, them take bad mind and koro and try and mash it up. But it will not work. They took Andrew Holness to court about national identity card. For people can use one card to go to the bank and do them business. And then take the government to court over it. Now we are trying to make a parish to improve the lot of the people of Portmore, and them end up in a courthouse. Every time the government, the Jamaica Labour Party government seek progress of the country, them take bad mind and koro and try and mash it up. But it will not work. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, listen, hold on, listen me good. I hear such man, when him see the poll last month, hear me now? Such man, when him see the poll last month, him go St. Mary and look at Hobia man. The Hobia man say, big man, me can't help you. In left from St. Mary and go to St. Thomas and he find a Hobia man. The Hobia man give such man something in a bottle and wrap it in some carbon paper and tell him say no make sunlight catch it. Charge him a big money and tell him to make Sandra rub it down on him at night time. When him look for the next poll, in gone again, down. He go back to the Obia man and say, oh, me pay the whole, how did I pay you this whole heap of money? And not now go on for me. The Obia man says, St. Thomas, stop in a follow Englishman.
Don't you trouble Zion. Don't you trouble Zion. Zion of a king.
Oh, Pet, look here. On a serious note, I want this lady stand up and take off her hat. Minister, stand up. The Minister of Finance, the first Minister of Finance in the history of Jamaica who is a woman. Chairman, your turn. Your turn. Stand up, man. The most successful chairman in the history of the Jamaica Labour Party. But his most important role is my friend. Darrell Vaz, take Portland and turn it in a Vaz land. But the people have never planned to see, you know, is unmarried and they don't want to see. And now, finally, you're a member of Parliament, the Prince of Gregory Park. Big man, you can't lose. A shower we are said same way.
No matter how they sprinkle them powder, God make me see a prosper. God make me see a prosper. Hey, now, no matter how them broke them over, God make me see a prosper.
Labor rights, you see what me did tell you? One president, that was Senator the Honorable Tom Tavares Fenson, full of history, a literal political historian. He can tell you that by the rivers of Babylon, that's how far we are coming from as a Jamaica Labour Party. May I see the hands of the Labour Rights? You have been with this party through thick and through thin. Show our Labour Rights, it's beautiful. Right across the room, I am seeing endorsements here from West Kingston. Is West Kingston here? West Kingston for the Jamaica Labour Party. And Labour Rights at this time to take you into another element of the meeting, someone who I've learned from, someone who I have every respect for, someone who when he stands, we know that we can expect something awesome, something powerful for the Jamaica Labour Party, the Member of Parliament, who happens to be the Minister of Local Government and Community Development. I wanna stop cheers so from when I see the master come, wanna full of excitement. MC extraordinaire, the Member of Parliament for Kingston West, the Honorable Desmond Mackenzie.
Been through hills and valleys. I survive out of the old gangster alley. No gunshot, no lipstick and dolly. When the people get back in the jungle in me rally, we want them up, pop it up. Who goes bad, Jeremy rip off? Oh, you get your flat stripe, take it off. Come and get the flat bad rip off. Youngster, rip it off with me Bible. I'm a prayer, I'm a father with this one. With me blessings, I'm a message from the step it out that one. Destination leads to Zion.
All right, Labour Rights. Settle down now. Let me, on behalf of the great Jamaica Labour Party, say to the Labour Rights of East Central, St. Catherine, thank you for a wonderful show this evening. Labour Party is on the move. East Central is a part of that. MP Terrelonge, big up.
Labour Party marching on to victory.
I want to see every man and every woman inside here stand up. Every man and every woman. Three fingers.
I love you, Lord.
Wave your fingers,
for your mercy never fails. From the moment that I wake up till I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
If you love Andrew Ward, let's say forward.
'Cause all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
You know something, Liberites? I don't want you to forget that the goodness of God has blessed Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. I love you, Lord.
I love you, Lord.
Wave your hands.
For your
Come on.
mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up till I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful.
3-term loaded.
And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
And so, Liberites, I want you tonight, I want you to forget about the hype, because we come with a message. Because Portmore is special. The people of Portmore is special. I am not going to talk about Portmore tonight, because as far as we are concerned, the die have been cast. It is just a matter of time before Portmore officially becomes the 15th parish of Jamaica.
Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what the Labour right have a mash them up. Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Whoa! Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't.
And so tonight, we are here to continue to listen to the message of prosperity, the message of building stronger, active and building stronger, building a better Jamaica. We choose Jamaica. We choose Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party.
Labour Party a big up Jamaica. We are the one for Jamaica. We not roll Jamaica.
Are we not making any empty promises? This has been a government of performance. I challenge any man or any woman in this country to compare the last 8 years of a Jamaica Labour Party under Andrew Holness and compare it with the 18.5 years of a PNP. Them can't test me. We are a party of performance. We are a party, a government of achievement. And so tonight, I want to start by bringing to the microphone the first minister ever in the ministry, female minister in the Ministry of National Security, Olympian, who last week, believe me, celebrated her 61st birthday. She looked like 61. 60 what? No, not 68. 61. Let's welcome Member of Parliament, Juliet Cuthbert Phil.
Juliet Cuthbert, you see life for nothing go on for you, but no member, you know. But what you people them say, and them want your rule of your next term, they want tear down and pat it down. Now listen what them I say, them I say. Them why you say you feel, but you are in the next term this year, right?
Juliet, now no worries. Show a labor right.
Shout.
East Central, are you ready to bring back Terrelonge? Stronger with Terrelonge. I'm a friend, you know, so I could not miss this. Deputy Leader, Chairman, Ministers of Government, Members of Parliament, Senators, and councillors, caretakers, the President of the Senate, who just gave us some history, and I really hope that you are listening to the message that he brought you this evening. Labor rights, I come here to bring you greetings from the great constituency of West Rural St. Andrew. And we are going for the third term. And I know that you will be bringing back my brother, Alando Terrelonge, who I've been watching because I live in Portmore. So I have a vested interest in Portmore to make sure that we have all the members of Parliament for Portmore under the Jamaica Labour Party.
And so, I hope that you are all ready to make sure that you bring him back when the election is called. Labor rights in East Central, and I see a couple of my constituents here this evening to support you. Yes, one from even foreign land, him living on him, come at Jamaica now, looking at him now. But East Central, I hear that the crime rate is down in East Central. And kudos to this government who has been working very hard. We made sure that a police post, we're listening government, we made sure that a police post was placed right here in Gregory Park, in East Central, St. Catherine, to make sure that we abate the crime. Labour Party people, this government has been working very hard to fight crime. We've been working very hard to make sure that we all receive prosperity and live under prosperity with this government. And this is why we have invested billions of Jamaican dollars to make sure that we secure our borders, that we make sure that we train more police officers, to make sure that we have more boots on the ground. We are building intelligence in the JCF and the JDF. That is what this government is doing. And so I know you hear a lot of people talking out there. The other day I hear Bunting come out and praising the JCF, which he should, because the JCF, they are doing a great job. But it's because of this government and the resources that we have provided to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, why we're seeing a 36% decrease in murder rate this year. And so, Jamaica Labour Party people and the wider Jamaica, we should not allow the PMP to come back and rule this country, not anytime soon. Because we are making a difference in all spheres. When we look at what is happening under all of our ministers of government, they are making a difference. I see the Honorable Darrell Vaz in the audience this evening. And let me tell you, for the first time, we have a bus going through West Rural St. Andrew, all the way to Toms River into St. Mary. That is what this government is doing. And so we have to make sure that when the election is called, that we return this government.
Labour Party people and Jamaica. We heard Rhoda Moy Crawford a while ago telling you how she, disseminated Bunting and put him out of power, out of Gordon House. And we do not want him back in Gordon House. He's been making the rounds trying to find a seat. He was a weak leader as
the Minister of National Security. And now we hear him talking a bunch of foolishness out there as if he's a good leader. He did absolutely nothing to secure Jamaica when he was there. The Prime Minister and the Honorable Dr. Chang has been making the investment in this country to make sure that we are safe. And Labourites, I hope that you're watching and you see what is happening, and make sure that when the day is called, when the bell rings and Andrew Holness called the general election, that you will be out in your numbers to make sure you stand with your leader, Alando Terrelonge, and bring him back as your member of parliament for the third term. Again, East Central, I say to you, make sure you stick with him. He's a good Labourite. He's a good MP. I have watched the work that he's been doing right across East Central. I'm even jealous sometimes, MP, when I see the amount of roads that you're doing, but you are working, and I am very proud of you. Again, Labourites, make sure that you come out and stick with your member of parliament. Show our Labourites.
Vote for Labour. Grab your neighbor, vote for Labour. Thank you. Again, performance. Minister, energy, science, transport, you name it, he's the minister. Member of Parliament for Portland Western, let's welcome Darrell Voss.
Driver, oh stop my child, down to mercy. Hey, down on this mercy, down to mercy. Driver, oh stop my child, from this Arizona road to Albemarle. Driver, don't even itch, calendar little food they young.
I'm on a rush them like a Labourite.
It is a pleasure for me to be here this afternoon, all the way from Portland to Portmore. All protocols observed to the big neck people on the platform, including the host, MP Alando Terrelonge. Ladies and gentlemen, Labourites here and those watching and following on social media, we are in a very, very serious time. We have some very serious decisions to make. You have, with the Andrew Holness-led administration, the finest government that this country has seen in many, many decades, if not in the history of Jamaica. I want you to give Andrew Holness a big round of applause. When you compare Andrew Holness's administration to a PNP that has no plans, no policies, and no performance, the choice is very clear. But it is incumbent on the party to make sure that we give the leader and the Prime Minister the opportunity to call the election whenever he feels the time is right.
We all know that election is due in a matter of a month, few months. And we need to stop
the talking and start to do the working. Because only hard work
and dedication will bring us through. You know, when I look, and I don't like to get into the cascas, but when I look at the caliber and the performance of our ministers, and I compare them to who the shadow spokespersons are, there is no match. When I look at Favour Williams coming in on the heels of Nigel Clark and presenting the budget that she presented, being able to tell you every dollar that she was going to find to fund every policy that she announced. And the other people came and tell you a whole bag of story and can't tell you how they're going to fund. So you know that is a wrecking crew that is in waiting. For my part, I have two simple things to tell you and to tell Jamaica why you must choose Jamaica. We have 175 JUTC brand new buses that have come into service within the last 2 years. We have another 100 that is coming in June of this year. That will make 275 new buses. More new buses than old buses for the first time in JUTC's history. That is what you call performance. Portmore got 2 new routes, 7A and 7B. Downtown to Waterford and halfway through to Waterford. And when these new buses come, you're going to have more routes, because we have a responsibility to make sure that our people, our adults and our children can get to school in an efficient, safe and secure manner. I am telling you today, I don't make promise, I make commitment that the rural school bus is going to roll out. And we are going to, for the first time in decades, provide a proper rural school bus transportation system for the young children who are the future of Jamaica. I am making another commitment. I hear them running up and down and talking all kind of things. The Jamaica Public Service license is up for renegotiation in 2027. From 2001, when the government divested JPS under the People's National Party administration, the Labour Party has never gotten an opportunity to start from scratch and negotiate the right and proper thing to do for electricity for the people of Jamaica. You have a clear choice. You can choose Philip Paulwell to take over that negotiation, or you can leave it with Darrell Vaz. Because if you leave it with me and you leave it with this administration, I assure you that we are going to get something that benefits the people of Jamaica first and foremost before anybody else. That is my commitment to you. We have already started preliminary discussions, and I can say to you that those are the choices that the Jamaican people are going to be called to make in short order. Things that have effect not only for you, but for generations to come. We can't afford to make the mistake. This government has come too far and performed too well for that to happen. And I say to you here this evening, the government, the Jamaica Labour Party, the Andrew Holness-led government is performing. My call to action tonight is for the party to put the Prime Minister and the leader in a position to call an election at any time that he feels it is appropriate. Let us leave here tonight and do the work on the ground, constituency by constituency. The leadership take control to make sure that all the assessments and all the preparations are made. Because at the end of the day, I am confident in my Jamaican people. And I know that they will choose Andrew Holness over Mark Rowling every day of the week. I know that they will pick Favour Williams over Julian Robinson every day of the week. I know that they will choose Desmond McKenzie over Dennis Daly every day of the week and twice on Sunday. And last but not least, I know they will choose Darrell Vaz over Michael Phillips every day of the week and twice on Sunday. And the same with Philip Baldwell and all of my other colleague ministers. It is left to us as a party. Each and every one of us have a responsibility. Let us leave here tonight and redouble our efforts and make sure that we can get the third term to continue and put Jamaica finally on the road to prosperity that no one and no government will ever be able to turn back. God bless you. Shower labor.
Vote for Labour. Grab your neighbor, vote for Labour. Tell your neighbor to vote for Labour. Everybody just vote for Labour.
I want you to get ready now. Any moment now. The man of the moment. Leader of the great Jamaica Labour Party.
Who ready? Let's welcome the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness. Who was the champion? Who was the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew. Who got the best plan? Andrew. Who had the champion? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew. Who got the best plan? Andrew. Labour right, we ready now. Labour right, we ready now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Labour right, we ready now. Labour right, we ready now. Get the hand them ready now. Get the hand them ready. The river coming down, no bank to bank, it's coming down. The river coming down, no bank to bank, it's coming down. Labour right coming down, to bank, him coming down. Brother coming down, to bank, him coming down. Who was the champion? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew. Who got the best plan? Andrew. Who had the champion? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew. Labour right.
Rise to your feet, Labour right. Come on.
Let's welcome the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness. Who was the champion? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew. Who got the best plan? Andrew. Who had the champion? Andrew. Who was the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew. Who got the best plan? Andrew. Labour right, we ready now. Labour right, we ready now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Labour right, we ready now. Labour right, we ready now. Get the hand them ready now. Get the hand them ready. The river coming down, no bank to bank, it's coming down. The river coming down, no bank to bank, it's coming down. Labour right coming down, to bank, him coming down.
Labour rights. Prime Minister. Party leader. Welcome.
Equal rights and justice.
song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Bustamante, he served you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
Andrew! And now, let's welcome Jamaica's Minister of Finance, our own Favor Williams.
For my independent ladies, na 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 na. Me have money in my pocket, so I feel nice. No borrow girl clothes in a real life. Now sponge for a boy where you feel right. Can buy some drink if I feel like. Nobody worry about me, call me alright. Me just a wine and a girls 'cause it is nice. You are free of the
Shout, 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 shout.
Show a labor rights! Show a labor rights! I bring you greetings from St. Andrew Eastern. Labor rights! We have our Prime Minister here today. Let's give him a labor right welcome.
Shout, 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 shout.
Labor rights, you know that the Jamaica Labour Party government is doing the work all over Jamaica. You know that this government is creating roads, taking down zinc fence, putting in up block and steel, creating a new parish, creating jobs. Well over 200,000 jobs created since we have been in government. More of you have jobs. Your children are going to school that have computer labs and Wi-Fi as part of our technology in education. Never before in the history of Jamaica. And if you live in rural Jamaica, you are starting to see JUTC buses. Labor rights, we care. More water is going to rural communities. Labor rights, the PNP has been costing the jobs that labor rights has been creating. But I say to the PNP, how are you costing those jobs and calling them low paying? Remember the crash program jobs that you created when you were in government, where you gave people a broom and told them to go and sweep the street? We are creating better jobs than that. And remember the Jeep jobs, the gimmickry that you came in order to win election. Where are those Jeep jobs? They are no more because they were temporary jobs. It is decision time, labor rights. It is decision time. The opposition said in their press conference recently that Jamaica cannot expect them to continue the current programs of this government if they win. I ask them, which program will they cut? Which program will they roll back or scale back? Which one of them they... And I asked you to say to them,
to tell you the answer to that question before the election is called. Right. So will they cut the PATH program? Will they cut technology in school? Will they cut the transportation program for PATH students? Will they cut the amount of money that goes to paying for the light bill in schools? Ask them which program they're going to cut, which program they're going to roll back the next time they tell you that. So at their recent Hurry Come Up press conference after the budget, when they came to present their numbers, ask them how them just a come with their numbers. Tell them that them late and them still no reach. Tell them that their numbers not adding up. Tell them their maths is not mathsing. Tell them their arithmetic is not arithmeticing. Tell them their sums are not summing. Don't let them fool you, Jamaicans. Yes, Jamaicans, listen to me. We have a government that has been working on behalf of all Jamaicans. Do not let the PNP get back to Jamaica House. Listen, if you listen to their budget speech, all they had were promises, 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 promises. They couldn't tell you how were they going to pay for those promises. Just recently, I heard one of their caretaker MPs telling the poor coffee farmer in St. Thomas that he is going to ensure that he gets $22,000 per box of coffee. That member of parliament, that caretaker member of parliament has no company to buy coffee from the farmer. So how could he be telling the coffee farmer that he can give him $22,000 per box of coffee? They just make promises, promises, promises. Do not let them get near to the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service, because it will be another FinSac 2.0 if they ever get back there. So Laborites, I know you're here and you're looking forward to hearing the Prime Minister. So let me come down. I know that you're going to give us a third term. Thank you so much, Laborites.
Labour Party a big up Jamaica. We're the one for Jamaica. We not roll in Jamaica.
Thank you.
We love the Jamaica.
And now, Deputy General Secretary of the Jamaica Labour Party, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, Member of Parliament.
I'm clean and fresh like a gunga boy. Smell sweet like food on Sunday time. My jeans them come from Kaka 9. My Uber carry on my knife.
Laborites! 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 Party leader, colleagues on the platform, Laborites in the audience, Laborites watching the live stream. It is always a pleasure to be in East Central St. Catherine. This is where I started my political career 23 years ago, when I was first elected a representative of the people. And this is why I am always looking forward to coming back home to the communities of Newland, Narrowhead, West Cumberland, South Borough,
Portmore Lane, Portmore Pines, where I started my political career. But labor rights, I am pleased that my protege, your member of parliament, Alando Terrelonge, has taken up the baton and is moving full speed ahead to continue the work and even do far more for the people of the constituency of East Central St. Catherine. But labor rights, I have a message for you this afternoon. And I want us to go back a bit in history. In 2003, to be exact, May 2003, the PNP administration passed an act to establish the municipality of Portmore. Labor rights, it was part of the plan to establish Portmore as a parish. In fact, myself, Councillor Blake, Natalie Campbell Rodriguez, Norman Kellyman, and Camille Buchanan were the part of the first set of councillors to be elected as councillors in the municipality of Portmore. Labor rights, what burns me most is to see the level of hypocrisy that is coming out from the PNP as it relates to establishing Portmore as Jamaica's 15th parish. In fact, labor rights, they already pushed through the bill to establish the municipality of Portmore in May 2003, then called the election for June 2003. Now we are seeing them labor rights talking about why are we establishing Portmore as Jamaica's 15th parish. If that is not hypocrisy and bad mind, I don't know what else is labor rights. They, on the campaign trail, gave a commitment to the people of Portmore that if they became government, they would establish Portmore as Jamaica's 15th parish. Successive administrations made that commitment as well. In 2020, our party, under Andrew Holness, as a part of our manifesto, stated to the people of Portmore that if you elect us as your government, we will establish Portmore as Jamaica's 15th parish. The people of Portmore gave us a resounding mandate because for the first time in a long time that we have control of the majority of the constituencies in Portmore in the form of East Central and Southeast St. Catherine. What else, labor right, is a mandate? In fact, labor right, they barely held on to South St. Catherine. And it is so sad that that person who barely hold on to his seat, having served as member of parliament from the 90s, being rejected every time he goes to the poll with a smaller majority, is now talking as if him have any authority to speak on behalf of the people of Portmore. Labor rights, we are approaching a general election. And if this Jamaica Labour Party government did not fulfill the commitment that we made in 2020, that we are going to establish Portmore as Jamaica's 15th parish, them would have used it back on the campaign trail on us and say, we lie. Labour rights. We are a government. You're a party that is being led by Andrew Holness. It's not about a bag of chat. If we give the people of Jamaica a commitment, we are going to do everything in our power to fulfill that commitment, Labour rights. And so, Labour rights, your government took the initiative, and for the first time since 1867, Labour rights, when there were 22 parishes in Jamaica with a population of under 300,000 people, when the 14 parishes were established, your government is brave enough. Your government is committed to the people of Portmore and Jamaica to the extent that if we give you our word, we are going to do it. That we make the brave move for the first time under independence or since independence. We are establishing Jamaica's 15th parish in Portmore. Portmore with a population now of almost 300,000. In 1867, when we established 14 parishes, the entire country had 300,000 people. What is it that the other side is really saying? All I am saying, Labour rights, and what is clear, that those people, sorry that they were not in the position to do what we are doing for the people of Portmore. Our Minister of Local Government, Desmond McKenzie. Come here, Desmond. Our Minister of Local Government put in the work to ensure that the bill was tabled. It was passed. The Governor General signed it off, and it has been gazetted in short order. The parish of Portmore will be a reality. It is a reality on paper, but it will become a reality in action. So, Labour rights, we will not be distracted by a bad mind. We will not be distracted by hypocrisy. If you look at what they are doing, Labour rights, they cannot give us one tangible reason why the people of Portmore should not have their 15th parish. I asked them, tell me one, just give me one reason, one negative in establishing Portmore as Jamaica's 15th parish. What we are going to ensure is that communities like Phoenix Park, Caribbean Estate can vote for their mayor. They can vote, Labour rights, for their councillor. You know of a situation where part of the division of Greater Portmore North is in Portmore and another part is in Spanish Town. The people who live in communities like Phoenix Park and Caribbean Estate have no representation, because when the councillor in Portmore gets his allocation, he cannot legally spend it in communities like Caribbean Estate because he will be spending it outside of the municipality of Portmore. You see Labour rights? You see Labour rights? Labour rights, you know, sometime, and right now Labour rights, you know, we have been talking about choosing Jamaica, and there's a reason. Our politics, the Jamaica Labour Party politics, is not about JLP or PMP. Our politics is about partisanship. Our politics is about what is best for Jamaica. And that is why Labour rights, that we are establishing Portmore as Jamaica's 15th parish. That is why Labour rights, that we have the country on the right path from a financial perspective. from an economical perspective, from an infrastructure perspective, labor rights. We are putting the people of Jamaica first. Show our labor rights.
Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they labor rights. Have a mash them up, yeah. Labor right, why mash them up? Whoa! Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what.
Put you now in the mood, so you can get active and strong. Let's welcome to entertain you none other than Mr. Vegas.
Me say show a labor right.
Shout, 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 shout.
Minister Terrelonge, big up yourself, my boss. Big up to the best Prime Minister Jamaica has ever seen, the Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness.
Shout, 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 shout. Jamaica Labour Party.
Big up yourself, my boss. Oh, God bless. Where I feel. Nothing can stop the third term. East Central, Portmore, St. Catherine, we are loading the third term. All protocols observed. So big up all the dignitaries who are here. Thanks for the opportunity to speak to the Jamaican people. East Central, this is the seat that is giving the opposition sleepless nights, nightmares, nervous breakdowns, headache. Every time them hear Portmore Parish, them get heart attack. Them get heart attack. Them get heart attack. Them get heart attack. Boy, you do this. Them get heart attack. Them get heart attack. Them get heart attack. I have a little bit of time because time is going and I want to respect the time. And don't worry yourself, Mr. Desmond. It's not an entertainer tonight, but I'm going to sing some song. But I have to tell the people them something, Mr. Mackenzie. I have to tell them that Jamaicans already rejected the opposition by giving them a 49-14 whopping. So we are not going back to wage freezes. We are not going back to using garbage bags in our hospitals as sanitary napkins. We are not going back to the days of FinSac. We are not going back to being soft on crime. This administration knows how to fight crime. Labor rights. It is good to be here in the Sunshine Parish of Portmore. This is my second appearance on any political platform. And some may ask, why am I here? Let me tell you, some ask, why am I doing this? And some utter, Andrew Holness need to give him a seat, you know. The truth is, I don't want a seat because I am standing with the Honorable Andrew Holness. I am standing with Minister Terrelonge. I am standing with the people who love this country, Jamaica. I am standing on the right side of history. We are not turning back. We are going straight. We're standing straight with the Jamaica Labour Party.
Drop me song, my boss. I don't see blessing. I don't see blessing. Because we praise God, make money, money at times, pump and mine. God knows me, me love woman, me father him. Pull up the man. Pull up the man. Up to me prime minister, him straight. So we don't want nobody to take no set on him. Ready again. Blessings to the PM. One more blessing. I don't see blessing. I don't see blessing. And to them can't stop this. I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning. Everybody ready again. Mr. We praise God. Make money. Body your time. Open mind. God knows me. Me love woman. Me father him. That's how we bad. Enough of them are try stop if we bypass them. What if of them are wicked so what them we know? You know them one back to little food from we. But I got over devil like hell feed them. I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning, fight for your prime minister. Mr. Tablet, say up. He much of we pull up.
Jamaica.
We going straight for the third term. Let them know said no, they're not shaky, but we stand up. Big up for the step. Labor rights, third term loading. Love you all so much. But this year and there, happiness in our heart. I'm God in our thoughts. And up and feel the vibe. One Vegas. This will be the year for you and I. We just standing by. Yes, we will survive.
Labor rights, let's have a big round of applause for the man, Mr. Vegas. Rough. That's how we run things in our Labour Party. Let's welcome now Chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, Member of Parliament for St. Mary Western, Bobby Montague.
Mr. Montague, the leader in a St. Mary Western region. Them regular Bobby below Rockabessa. Vote if you need change for better. Jeffreytown, Charlestown and Stewarttown. Bobby, I go upgrade and now let you down. I go build better road from Villa to Grandstone. Wood Park to Derry, now left out Queenstown. Yeah, I go get what them deserve. Come and take you, I go put in the work. Now take up a second, shout. Bobby, your voice, I go get hurt.
Labor rights. Labor rights. Labor rights. Labor rights! 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 If you're a labor right, put up your 3 finger and say, I am blessed. MP,
MP Terrelonge, as the host MP, let me greet the party leader, Prime Minister Andrew Michael Holness, the best Prime Minister in Jamaica's history, and he's going to be the third term Prime Minister, and he's going to be the fourth term Prime Minister, and he's going to be the fifth term Prime Minister. And he will be the 6th and the 7th and the 8th until a little voice say, Prime Minister, no more. Terrelonge, I am proud of you, my son. When I look to me right, I see labor right. When I look to me left, I see more labor right. When I look behind me, I see labor right. But so help me God, when I look before me, I see labor right, and labor right, and labor right, and labor right, labor right, river in a East Central, come down, bank to bank.
Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they labor right, have a mash them up, yeah, labor right, why mash them up, why, them can't run.
But labor rights, as we prepare for the third term, a whole heap of people are run up and down, and we want to say keep calm, because your party is slowly getting ready. We cannot be ready until every PD is ready, until every cluster is ready. So we want every worker to make sure that them complete them canvas. We want every worker to make sure that you have indoor agent, outdoor agent, runner, and supervisor for every PD. Don't wait on Mr. Terrelonge to come walk your PD. A whole heap of workers say them run them PD, but walk your PD. Don't run round your PD. If you run your PD, canvass your PD. Andrew Holness cannot be ready for an election until every PD is ready. So if you know that your PD not ready, make sure a morning you go out there with your other workers and get your PD ready. A new voters list is coming. Don't wait until the new voters list published before you start work your PD. When the new list published, then you can go canvass the new additional names to the voters list. But please go and canvass your PD. If you're in charge of your PD, show us that you're in charge of your PD. The Jamaica Labour Party, over the last couple of weeks, have been getting ready slowly. We're putting candidates in place. We're assessing and we're auditing candidates. We now have only 4 seats left to settle. And therefore, in the meantime, everybody have work to do. It's not Andrew alone have work. Every single labor right worker have work to do. This party under Andrew Holness has taken a deliberate decision to treat our workers right. This party acknowledges the hard work of our workers, and we care and appreciate the work that you have done. In Big Rob's seat, he has had a dinner, Iman Bella and Terrelonge, to honor and show appreciation for the workers. In Rhoda Moy Crawford's seat, she has had a function to say to the workers, thank you for your service. In Sister Favor's seat here, she planned hers. And Karen says next door to me, and she soon have hers. But the party leader has given instructions that everybody must show respect to you, the workers of the Jamaica Labour Party. We believe that the workers are the foundation, and we must treat our workers right. Because that is the foundation for the third term. The party in getting ready for the third term has put in place a manifesto committee And we are making an appeal for labor rights workers, delegates, members, and supporters who have good ideas to come forward with those ideas so we can examine them. And if them sound good and find favor, we can include them in the party's manifesto. I, for one, am planning to go and sit down with the manifesto committee because I heard young Senator Shireen Golden, with an idea, and I think it is an idea that we should support, and I am going to sit down with the manifesto committee and lend support to that. And that idea, Prime Minister, is to carve out a special thing for our females in this country. Under the National Health Fund, they have put PSA testing for men as one of the items under the NHF. And I would like them to put something special for females, because females make up 50.4% of the population, and we must take care of our females. But I will tell you more later on. Our party is depending on you to get ready. Our party is not a party of promise, we are a party of commitment. Andrew Holness, when he took over 2016 and said and announced the Hope program, a lot of people laughed. But for the last year, every Friday, Prime Minister Holness is in some community giving out a Hope House to some family. Prime Minister Holness don't build board house and give poor people with outside toilet. He build concrete house with inside bathroom. Prime Minister Holness, free up heart for young people, that young people can go up to level 4 in heart, get a stipend while you're going to training, and when you're done training, him have a money for you to start your own business. This is a Prime Minister that cares. This Prime Minister look upon the lot of many old people. Some of them never work long enough to throw NIS and qualify for pension. Some never qualify for the PART program, and Prime Minister Holness came up with a social pension program for the old people who no fall nowhere. And he's saying, we now make with old people, we elders suffer. This government is going to deal with them and treat with them. This government has given more opportunities to people. And by the way, before I take my seat, Prime Minister, I want to thank you. And I know you went to a function this afternoon on behalf of every single laborite, but especially the women in the party, to pay respect and to say happy birthday to Mavis Gilmore and Dorothy Carter, stalwart females of the Jamaica Labour Party, as they celebrate their birthday. East Central, there is a little secret I want to tell you. East Central St. Catherine, you cannot be wrong with Terrelonge. Terrelonge has served you for the first term, and he has served you for the second term. And every good term deserves another term. Last year, 2023, when I came to conference and say, put on the V and go so, some people say it never looks so good, it don't look so shaky. Look for Andrew Holness and tell me if that is not the Prime Minister for a third term. So East Central, remember, is one Terrelonge, one Andrew, one Jamaica, and we as laborites, through the length and breadth of Jamaica, we choose Jamaica. You must choose Terrelonge, and when you choose Terrelonge, you choose Andrew. Shower laborites. God bless you.
Come on and do your part. Vote for the best. Vote for Jamaican Labour Party. Straight from your
Thank you. Thank you, party chairman. And I know that all of us want to wish Dr. Mavis Gilmore especially celebrated her 99th birthday. She is blessed, and so too is Dorothy Carter Bradford. But there's a man that is more than blessed in the house tonight. A man who has changed the face of this constituency. Hardworking, committed, strong, loyal, and true. Don't talk out of two sides of my mouth. Up front, Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. Let's welcome Alando, Terrelonge.
Shower to the max, G-Park, shower to the max. I open up and feel them bad. This a constituency, I go beat them bad. The whole of Portmore, I rep free brogan. I want Terrelonge, I run the essential. Real go-getter, so you now feel yourself. Him a trendsetter, who a fix up the place, make the community better. And the people's choices are him them prefer. One Terrelonge, so who no believe we approve them wrong. Put up your two finger, wave on one, and shout out, show off the essential. Shout, 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 shout. Believe we approve them wrong. Put up your two finger, wave on one, and shout out, show off the essential. So you now be asked if you will show up and see a march at G-Park. Will a new London say you are the talk. What's your group, Terrelonge, him a the bar.
Labor rights! Labor rights! I am the proudest member of parliament in all of Jamaica because of you, my East Central family, who have come out to show our Prime Minister, our deputy leaders, our chairman, my colleague MPs, my colleague councillors and caretakers, and most importantly, all of Jamaica, that East Central remains strong with Terrelonge. Third term loading. My Prime Minister, I thank you and the team for joining us here this evening. It is truly an honor to host you. Deputy Leader, my colleague MPs, councillors, caretakers, distinguished guests, my East Central family, it is an honor to be here with you this evening. This evening we come not just as party faithfuls, but as a family, united by the shared vision of transformation, prosperity, progress and purpose. We are gathered here in celebration of 9 years of growth and transformation across East Central under my leadership. Working together with our hard-working team of councillors, Councillor Joy Bella Brown in the Gregory Park Division, Councillor Damara Lawson for the Southborough Newlands Division, and our constituency project manager and councillor caretaker for the Portmore Pines Division, Marlon Gordon. Big up our councillors and our councillor caretaker. From Gregory Park to Newlands to Southborough to Watson Grove, Christian Penn, Independent City, Portmore Pines, Silverstone, Watson Grove, Christian Gardens, we continue to deliver. 9 years ago, I inherited a constituency that was falling apart, a constituency that did not know any progress, a constituency that had no leadership. And the people of East Central St. Catherine said, let us choose Jamaica. Let us choose Terrelonge. And your choice in choosing me to represent you led us to the historic one-seat victory in 2016. I want to thank you, the workers of East Central. I want to thank our community members
And as I look in the audience, I see all of you, and I am filled with so much pride. My East Central family, you have always believed in me, and I have always believed in you. It is your strength that has driven me to where I am today, 9 years of sound leadership for you. Prime Minister, on Thursdays, when we have Constituency Office Day, we used to finish Office Day, Prime Minister, at 7 p.m. But then I realized that at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, more persons are still coming. Now on Thursdays, Constituency Office Day goes until upwards of 11 o'clock until we see the last person. That is service. Over the last few years, every single year, we have spent more than $10 million. $10 million every year educating at least 3,500 students every single year, because it is my education that transformed my life. Mama win some, big up yourself. And so I have to give that gift of education to our young people right here in East Central. When we look at the roads that I inherited, you talk about roads in Compound, Gregory Park that we fixed, Hamilton Gardens, Southborough, Watson Grove. We have fixed roads in Cedar Grove. We have fixed roads across Newlands. We have installed community Wi-Fi across our several communities here, and the work has only just started. The Prime Minister is here, so I won't leave him waiting to speak, because you and I, we have that relationship where I see you all the time. But my East Central family, we continue to transform Portmore. There are some people, I call them the Pipeline National Party. And the Pipeline National Party is so anti-growth and development. Everything to do with growth and development they oppose. And that is why they took your government to court, got an injunction to stop Portmore from becoming a parish. But Portmore will become the 15th parish, because the court has lifted the injunction, so there's no injunction in place. And the Speaker of the House has given instructions to the ECJ to come back to Parliament. And so, from a legal perspective, the Jamaica Labour Party has won a victory in the courts for you, the people of Portmore. We made you a promise, and we will keep that promise. When Portmore becomes a parish, we have already invested almost $4.2 billion in the Resilience Park. For 13 years, the Pipeline National Party had that park as a dust bowl, dust killing people, asthma affecting everybody. And now that the Resilience Park is coming to fruition, some people trying to take credit for it, say it was for them idea. That park belongs to you, the people of Portmore. So you can go there on Sundays, Saturdays, Fridays, and enjoy the space with your families. Right across here by Grange Lane, we have invested $950 million to expand the roadway. Other roadways in Portmore will be expanded. New highways to come in, and in our communities under the Spark program, Dover Avenue in Gregory Park, Queens Avenue, Power Avenue in Newlands, more roads in Watson Grove, more roads in Cedar Grove, more roads in Southborough, and more roads in Hamilton Gardens, and all our communities. The work continues. For our residents in Caymanas Gardens, Site A and Site B, under the NHT First 100 program, your communities will see renovation of your pathways, just as we did in Hamilton Gardens and Southborough under the NHT First 100 program. So the work continues. So when you see anybody running up and down, just tell them about tonight. Tell them about the sea of labor rights that were here at the Cedar Grove Academy. Tell them about the support for your Member of Parliament. Tell them about the support for your Prime Minister. Labor rights, we have done the work. If any Member of Parliament has deserved a third term, it is your Member of Parliament standing right here before you. So labor rights, I don't want to keep our Prime Minister waiting much longer. I want him to deliver the message that impacts not just Portmore, but all of Jamaica. Because the legacy that we inherited in 2016, it was a legacy of decadence. It was a legacy of stagnation. It was a legacy of high inflation, low unemployment. This is now the time for true transformation. And I want to leave you one thing. When you speak of true transformation of a space and that it makes a difference who represents the people, take a look inside Gregory Park. Minister Cuthbert Flynn mentioned the police post. Since we put the police post in Gregory Park in November 2024, not one red tape drawing in a Gregory Park. Not one life has been lost in Gregory Park. Not one crime scene in Gregory Park. Because you have a member of parliament and a prime minister who listens to you, the people, and put the action. So Labour rights, anytime the prime minister ready for call election, let him know that East Central ready. Let him know that East Central ready. Labour rights, big up on yourself. Strong with Terrelonge, third term loaded. Big up on yourself.
Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they Labour right, I go mash them up. Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Whoa. Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they Yes, Andrew, why mash them up? Yeah, Labour right, why mash them up? Whoa. Road a fix now, we are gonna wander.
Thank you.
Now, we are gonna...
We're getting ready now to listen to the leader. But let us acknowledge the presence of the Member of Parliament for Central St. Catherine, Babsy Olivia Grange.
Babsy Grange never born in a lace wig. Who say Babsy Grange now win where you're bright and your face they will lock down.
So Labour rights. We choose Jamaica because we believe in Andrew Holness as leader of the Jamaica Labour Party. We choose Jamaica because Andrew Holness has been one of the finest, greatest modern-day leader that the Caribbean have seen. And it is our responsibility to ensure that his legacy continues. Let's welcome Loaded for a third term.
Jah give me everything, so me nah lose my sanity for vanity, no frightened for anything.
So
them can't use longer to catch me whenever you hear me sing. Up from me yard to the top of the chart, and that's why we hail the king. 'Cause Jah give me everything.
No for them do anything for money, anything for hype, anything for...
Hold it, selector. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I want you to understand that when I touch the stage, I get an immediate burst of energy from the people. You know why that is? Because you make me stronger.
You make me stronger. Oh, you make me stronger.
And that strength that you give me, that is what carries me through the difficult times, please. The hard times, the trying times, because this job is not an easy job. This job, it might look like a glamorous job, but this job is about being strong and active for you. And I tell you this, the people of Portmore, that I continue to be your strong and active leader.
And you can see the strength of the Jamaica Labour Party. And you can see that for the first time in the history of Jamaica, the first time, you have a government going to face the people, and we can campaign on our achievements. To my friends here gathered in front of the stage, and to those delegates and workers of the party sitting quietly and listening to every word that is uttered, I want to say to you that I am thankful and grateful for your continued support. I want to say to you that all that we have achieved as a political party, it's because of you. Governments will have plans. Ministers will try to implement. But it is you that put the fire under the MP, that put the fire under the minister. It is you, the supporters of the party, who have been our greatest critic, that has kept us on our feet to ensure that when we come to face you for an election, we don't come to you with promises, we come to you with achievements.
Family! Yeah, I know that. And me say family. Sure. For one thing, me hate a friend killer.
They don't understand labor rights, you know. The labor rights love the party, but they're not fanatics. They want to see and hear what the party is doing. And if the party isn't doing what they want, they make noise. And I know that that is the political organization that I have. So I don't need an opposition to hold me to account. My political organization hold me and my ministers and MPs to account. And this political party, we put forward mechanisms where our people get to exercise not just their voice, but also their vote in ensuring that the party in which they believe in, that party delivers the achievements and the benefits. So you have a vested interest in making sure that this party is successful. So when you come to these meetings, I never take it for granted that when we draw a big tune and we say something exciting and you say, shower, I never take it for granted that you leave here fulfilled or convinced with gimmicks. Because I know that the labor right is a thinking Jamaican. I know that the labor right analyze what we say. I know that the labor rights don't just come here for shower. The labor rights listen to everything that is said. And you go back to your community and you reason it and you analyze it. And that is why the lies of the PNP can never change a labor right. The lies of the PNP can never affect the mood of the Jamaica Labour Party. The lies of the PNP can never overcome the truth of the Jamaica Labour Party. Hold on, selector. Hold on, man. The lies of the PNP. I had the opportunity to overhear a TikTok live. Just by accident, somebody beside me was on TikTok, and they scroll and I hear the PNP live. And when I hear the amount of lies where the PNP never tell, I said, God help us. Because I know it's not going to affect any labor rights. But it will affect those persons who don't know. PNP will believe their own lies because they are living in a delusion. But the danger is when they start to tell the lies to people who don't know. So I hear one of the liars them say, them a talk about the dollar stable. The dollar not stable at all. And me I say, but hold on now. This period between 2016 and now has been the most stable that the Jamaican dollar has ever been. We have seen the least depreciation in the value of the dollar. But this little liar on the live spewing falsehood. And the real problem we have, the real threat to our democracy is ignorance. The real threat to our democracy is ignorance in our population. People don't know. The other real threat is bad mind. And when you put ignorance and bad mind together, you have a real problem. But as I said, the middle of Jamaica, the thinking Jamaicans, they see through the lies and they see through the bad mind. I want to give you a very quick example. You know, John F. Kennedy, a former great president of the United States, he is widely attributed to have said, I dream of things that are not, and say, why not? And others see things as they are and leave it. I came into politics to change things, to improve things, to make your life better in real ways. That's why I come into politics. So when I look at my Jamaica, a country that had lovely parks, lovely botanical gardens, and then for many years of neglect, those parks and those gardens deteriorated to nothing. One of the dreams that I had, which I then turned into a vision, which I then had the opportunity to allocate budgets to, is to make sure that every parish in Jamaica has a park. Not a park that you have to lock up and mad people take it over and all kind of foolishness happening in the park. A park where you can go and walk, go eat ice cream and sit down on the grass, go watch performance in the park, go do a little jogging. You can have recreation in the park. A whole heap of the lifestyle diseases that we have is because we don't have any plan, is that every parish must have a park. We built one in St. James and we call it the Harmony Park. The PNP then promised to build a park here. For how long? I come and I am building the park now. It's called the Resilience Park in Portmore. I find some way that we can now build a park in the center of the island in Manchester. We're building a park in Manchester. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why an elected representative, somebody who is supposed to be representing the best interest of the people of the area that elected him, come and say, him no want no park. I have never heard a more backward kind of thinking than this.
So bad mind I go kill them, mind be us it I go mad them, tell them to free up them conscience.
But as I said, when you put ignorance and bad mind together, very dangerous, because they don't want the Jamaica Labour Party to have the political credit. He would rather deprive the people of their park for political power for themselves. What kind of leadership is that? They don't choose you. They don't choose Jamaica. They choose themselves. They are only about power for themselves.
Tell bad mind, people say
hold on the selector. Me no rely upon music for rile up crowd in a boss. Me will tell you when. Watch me now. Watch me now. The history of the PNP and power would be analogous to, you ever ride your bicycle or you drive a car and you see a dog just run out of the yard and run after the car, and when the car stops, the dog just stop and look on it. The history of the PNP and power, their power-seeking behavior, is like a dog chasing a car, and when they catch the car, they don't know what to do with it. But that is not the only thing that is in the interest of the people that the PNP has sought to oppose and block. This community was started in the 1960s. There is a false view that it is the PNP who started Portmore. Another one of the many lies. Lie. another attempt at the revisionism of the PNP, trying to revise history. It was a vision of the Jamaica Labour Party and Edward Seaga to create Portmore. And its origins then were simple. It was to create a housing estate, a housing scheme. And then it grew into several housing estates. And it became a dormitory community between the 1980s and the 1990s. And that community became an adjunct, meaning it was joined to Kingston because the people would live here and work in Kingston. That is why the Causeway Bridge, you remember the Causeway Bridge, was so critical to connect Portmore to Kingston. And as Portmore evolved, even the very PNP realized that Portmore needed its own local governance. That you could not depend wholly and solely on the St. Catherine municipal government to administer the unique and peculiar administrative needs of Portmore. And instead of going the full way, which it was their intention, they created a municipality, which is not quite clear because some parts of Portmore can vote for the mayor and they fall in another municipality. But the reason why they created the municipality is because Portmore started to evolve into its own community with its own economy. So instead of most people going to work in Kingston, you have a lot of people now who work and live and retire in Portmore. Now we have a plan for Portmore. And I want all of you here who live in Portmore to understand this, because you need to appreciate why you are voting for the Jamaica Labour Party, and you need to be able to go back to your neighbors and tell them why they should vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. And our plan starts, first of all, with improving your infrastructure. Already, we have started with the Brayton Parkway. We're going to be fixing up the Helsha Road. But most important, you need a new entrance into Portmore, and that is already being planned. We have over 30 acres of land in Nago Head, and we are going to create the most modern tech park in Portmore at Nago Heads, and the Factories Corporation has already started the plans for that. When that is done, no idle boy and no idle girl going left in a Portmore. Believe me when I tell you, you already know that we have started the Bernard Lodge project, where 15,000 houses are going to be built. And I have news for you that between the UDC and the HAJ, another 3,000 houses are going to be built in Portmore. Houses for people who are our mechanics, our hairdressers, our factory supervisors, houses that you, the people, can afford. I already tell you about the park. We have reserved lands to build a hospital for Portmore. The only thing left now is for Portmore to take its rightful place with all these new investments and development as a parish. Let me say something about Portmore. The last official statistics say that there are about 200,000 persons in Portmore. 200,000. I took note of Andrew Wheatley's more generous statistic that there are almost 300,000. I am inclined to agree that it probably is a little bit more than 200,000 and just maybe under 300,000. But whatever it is, Portmore would be larger than the parish of St. Thomas, the parish of Hanover. It would be larger than St. Mary and Portland. No, hold on. Portmore would be larger than St. Lucia, Antigua, maybe a little bit larger than, no, maybe not. Grenada. The point I'm making to you is that Portmore is now taking its rightful place. Portmore would be the first. It needs to have full control over its approval processes. It needs to have full, and it needs to have full control over the direction of its development. What Jamaica suffers from is the ignorance and bad mind and power-hungry people. So here is what happens. They don't want the Jamaica Labour Party to be the one to define Portmore as a parish, because somehow they feel that that will hurt them politically. Not that it will hurt them by taking away PDs from the constituency they now hold. That is one concern they have. But the real concern is that it would be the Jamaica Labour Party that has created the 15th parish and established that for the rest of history, that the generations to come would remember that it is the Jamaica Labour Party that established this booming metropolis of Portmore. And they don't want that. They don't want that. So even if it is in your interest, what the power-hungry PNP will do is use their bad mind mentality and play upon the ignorance of people. And they will use every instrument available to them to put an obstacle in your own progress because it doesn't match their political agenda. And that is why, Labour Rights, we must never sit back idly and comfortably when the PNP is on a mission for their own self-aggrandizement. We must be vocal. We must be loud. We must be militant against those who will use bad mind to influence ignorance against the interests of the people. So we are proposing something, not just an academic change, but real change in putting in investment and infrastructure, and they are blocking it. In whose interest are they seeking power? I give you another example. Coming up to our 60th year of independence, a lot of the older leaders who retired started to talk about repatriating our sovereignty, and that Jamaica should move forthwith to become a republic. An idea that I am sympathetic to. And being the Prime Minister at the time, it falls to me to put those things in motion to make Jamaica a republic. Never forget, the leader of the opposition stood up in Parliament and he said, I support it. Yes, I believe we should move ahead forthwith because the support is on our side as well for Jamaica to become a republic. And I said, well, I have to take him at his word and put in place a process to move Jamaica towards becoming a republic. Only to hear, after a long period of review and study and a report was prepared, only to hear that they changed their mind. They no longer want it. Now they say that they are going to tie it to the removal of the Privy Council, when that was never a part of the discussion. And we were very clear that these matters have to move in a process. You can't take what the PNP said, because they only act in their convenience. So the dream of many Jamaicans of our country becoming a republic has been dashed at the altar of PNP selfishness. Primarily because they don't want the Jamaica Labour Party to be credited with making Jamaica the republic. They don't want that. Because they know that we would go down in the annals of history as a party that repatriated our sovereignty. They don't want that. So something that is in your interest, because it doesn't suit their interests, they don't do it. So that brings me now to ask you, who really wants change in the country? Who really wants to see change for the better in this country? And who is the party that is bringing change to Jamaica? Who is the party that is tangibly, really changing the landscape of Jamaica? Which political organization is changing Jamaica for the better? Think about it, my thinking Labourites and my thinking Jamaicans. Who is really making the changes in Jamaica? So yes, my Labourites, and yes, my Jamaicans, this election is about who will continue to change Jamaica for the better. Who will continue to build out the highways? Who will continue to build out the hospitals? Who will continue to build out the schools? Who will continue to build out the logistics hub? Who will continue to buy the new buses? Who will continue to buy the new garbage trucks? Who will continue to give the largest salary increases to public sector workers? Who will continue to build the houses? Who will continue to change Jamaica for the better? We're moving like a movie, watch me.
Jump up in a jacuzzi, Ashley. Get on you just a move to the cash way.
Move is that way. We're moving like a movie, watch me. See glory run.
Move is that way. We're living like a movie, watch me. Jump up in a jacuzzi, Ashley. Get on you just a move to the cash way. Move is slow me down.
Me want to know who fi slow me down. So my labor rights, this election is about who can really change things and who will continue to change versus those who oppose change for the better. The objective of politics is to take power away from people who prevent good things from happening and give it to people who can make good things happen. You have a choice to make. The people of Jamaica, the thinking people of Jamaica, not those who have a hereditary bias. Hold on here, my friend. Hold on here, my friend. The choice you have is to ensure that the people who can really change Jamaica get your vote. Not the people who come with promises. And I want to close my presentation with you because, please, I want to close my presentation with you. I see a flyer circulating on social media. And a young lady sent it to me to say, Prime Minister, I see the PNP circulating something that they're going to give every young person $500,000 on a deposit for a house. Now, this is a university student. And I was pleasantly surprised because she said, Prime Minister, when I saw it first, it grabbed me. But when my friends and I started to actually examine the number, we realized that they are selling us a horse and telling us the horse can fly. She said, the $1 billion taken from the NHT sound enough. But because we don't know what category of young people they are talking, well, young people could start from 18 to 39, and you would be looking at more than 150,000 people possibly in that category. She said to me, well, if you divide the billion by 500,000, the most you will be able to give is about 2,000 people. And then she asked the question, which 2,000 people go and get it? How are you going to distribute it? That sounds like friend and company business. Exactly. That sounds like there was no real thought put into it. So it will catch some people who want to be told a lie, who want a horse that can fly. But for the thinking Jamaicans who take up them calculator upon them phone and work it out, bad mind and ignorance can't hold them people in. The real problem is the lack of enough houses on the market to keep the price stable, particularly in the low income and affordable housing range. And so any solution that you're going to bring to the table to deal with the issue of housing must surround how you're going to increase the supply of housing. Because any solution that you bring that increases the demand for housing without at the same time increasing the supply of housing is going to cause the demand for housing to increase and therefore the price to increase. So if all of a sudden 2,000 more people have $500,000 more and them are go after the same 1,000 house, they are able to bid higher for the same 1,000 house and therefore the price go. I know there are many Jamaicans hopeful, and so anybody come to them with snake oil and tell them, say, horses can fly, here, this horse can fly, they grab it and believe it. Those are the people, bad mind, will manipulate their ignorance. But you know that the Jamaica Labour Party does not play up on ignorance. We are the party that seeks to educate the people, give them the information, tell them the truth. Sometimes the truth hurt. Sometimes the truth is an offense. But God see and know me not sin upon the people of Jamaica. Me not trick the people of Jamaica. Me not go tell them lie to get them vote. Because ultimately, I trust the people of Jamaica. And more than that, I respect the people of Jamaica. And I have confidence in the people of Jamaica that they will choose Jamaica. So me want to know who to stop with. We're moving like a movie, watch me. Say glory run.
You want to know who to stop with. And we living like a movie, watch me. Jump up in a jacuzzi, Ashley. Get on you just a move to the cash way. And we want to know who to slow me down. Watch glory run. Them think we
Labour rights, let's have a great big round of applause for party leader and Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Have a safe journey home. Party anthem.